So what's going on inside a baby's adorable head? We ask the same question about our pets, but the frustrating thing about babies is that we once knew. We were all once a baby. We all once looked out at the world through those huge baby blue or green or brown eyes. In The Philosophical Baby, Alison Gopnik tries and shares a bit of what might be going on in the mind of a baby. We only have the imperfect tools of developmental psychology, observation and experiment, hypothesis and guesswork to go on. The science of baby consciousness is a central topic of Gopnik's book. Gopnik's own view is clever and somewhat counterintuitive. She argues that babies are more curious than adults. Her conclusion is based on the study of how attention and inhibition, the capacity to block out distractions, evolve over the course of development. Adult attention is willful and endogenous. Although it can be captured by external events, we will turn if we hear a loud noise. We also have control over what to think about and what to attend to. By sheer will, we can choose to focus on our left foot, then think about what we had for breakfast, then focus on whatever we want. Adults are also blessed to varying degrees with the power to ignore distractions, both external and internal, and to stay focused on a single task. This is all the harder for babies and young children. They are largely at the mercy of the environment. Simple experiments demonstrate that babies are, for the most part, trapped in the here and now, a conclusion supported by the finding that the part of the brain responsible for inhibition and control, the prefrontal cortex, is among the last to develop. Gopnik uses the examples of an adult being dumped into the middle of a foreign city, knowing nothing about what's going on, with no goals and plans, constantly turning to see new things and struggling to make sense of it all. This is what it's like to be a baby, only more so, since even the most stressed adult has countless ways of controlling attention. We can look forward to lunch, imagine how we would describe this trip to friends, and so on. But the baby just is. It sounds exhausting, which might explain why infants spend so much of their time sleeping, or, like some travelers, fussing. For Gopnik, this lack of inhibition and control is a gift. It makes babies and children ideally suited for the task of acquiring information about physical and social reality. When it comes to imagination and learning, their openness to experience makes them super adults. Not just smart, but smarter than we are. She's particularly interested in the power to think about alternate realities and other possible worlds. She explores how this power is manifested in children's play and in their creation of imaginary companions. She argues that the capacity to reason about worlds that do not exist is crucial to children's rapid learning about everything from cause and effect relationships to human behavior. Gopnik suggests that their neutral immaturity gives them greater imaginative powers than adults have. She says children are the research and development department of the human species, the blue sky guys, the brainstormers. Adults are production and marketing. They, children, think up a million new ideas, mostly useless, and we take the 3 or 4 good ones and make them real. But what if we want to rid our adult minds of inhibitions and return to the joys of being a baby? Travel and meditation, suggests Gopnik, are the best ways to rekindle the imaginative confusion of our childhood, heightening our awareness by forcing us to experience the world anew. Visiting a strange country overwhelms our senses with experience. While some forms of meditation allow you to escape routinely through daily thoughts and instead become vividly aware of everything around you at once, until all your senses seem to be illuminated simultaneously, with little distinction between the trivial and the important, or the internal and external. That's how a baby experiences the world. Babies, like Buddhas, are travelers in a little room.